I'm feeling very good and very high up here. I'm in the driver's seat of a top-of-the-line heavy commercial vehicle, the J7, the latest of this kind of vehicle to come out of First Automotive Works. And look, it feels pretty good to be up here. It's nice and comfortable. The suspension here, not just in the vehicle but in the seat, has got plenty of give. We have a saying in my home country of Australia that without truckies, that's what we call truck drivers, without truckies, the country stops. And much the same can be said about China. If you take a look around your house, everything that it's made of, everything that's in it, if you take a look around your place of work, if you take a look at what's on your dinner plate, almost everything on there has spent some time on the back of something like this. And now, in this journey to modernisation, much of which of that journey will be made on the back of J7 trucks like this, it's also about the digitisation of transport. And here we have got a fully digital display, and you'd be surprised at how much of this vehicle looks quite similar to one of yours in another modern vehicle. Now, I don't have the keys anywhere near the ignition, which is quite safe given that I have no idea how to drive one of these things, but the fully digital display is excellent and simple to use, and it's also uploading information in real time data to improve the performance and the maintenance of these trucks. The cloud digital technology that FAW has instituted in around 2 million of these commercial vehicles is constantly uploading data to improve the performance, to improve the reliability of these vehicles as well. But it's not just about the digital and about the export and transport of commodities and goods, it's also about the comfort for the driver. So to give you an idea of how spacious this cabin is, I'm about 6'2", that's 188 centimetres in the old money, and I've got plenty of headroom here standing fully upright. And if we want to get even more space up top, we've got ourselves a little bit of a moonroof to let a little bit of the nature in if we need to. And if you want to keep the bugs out, we've got the screen there as well. Now, we know a lot of our drivers take plenty of time to get from A to B to C, and that can be journeys of days, weeks, sometimes even months. So it's important to be able to stay in here overnight for several nights comfortably. And this one has also got plenty of space for someone of my carriage and size. And if you have to have a co-pilot or you want some friends to sleep over, we've got a double bunk bed. Also pretty large and spacious. So to learn more about how these trucks are made, we're going to head over to a package from my good colleague and friend Xu Yi. But for now, I might have a little nap before I come back to you live. So, one on.
Have you ever heard of recording a song for a vehicle? Today I'm going to explore a special and interesting task for vehicles at the Technology Innovation Space of FAW. Recording a song for cars is just the easiest way for me to understand the NVH testing, which stands for noise, vibration, and harshness. It's a critical benchmark in the automobile industry. Here is the NVH testing space for Hongqi cars, the iconic brand of FAW. And I was in this large room, part of the NVH analysis, but you couldn't hear any noise or echoes in this spacious area, covering over 700 square meters. So you can imagine this room as a big recording studio.
We are conducting a test of the vehicle's vibration and noise under simulated road conditions. Through hundreds of test indicators, we can assess the driver's experience of vibration and noise during the driving process. For example, in the car we tested, when driving at a high speed of 120 km per hour, the overall noise from the tires, wind, and other sounds was only about 60 decibels, which is equivalent to the volume of normal human conversation.
Behind the impressive NVH performances of the Hongqi vehicles is advanced intelligent technology. At the FAW Hongqi manufacturing plant, intelligent network coverage has reached 90%. In the workshop for another major FAW brand, Jifang, the official launch of the 9 millionth self-developed Jifang heavy trunk took place on July 2024. With a series of groundbreaking technological innovations, 140 heavy trunks can now roll off the production line in this workshop each day. I am now in this big guy, and this is the latest generation of the FAW Jifang heavy-duty trunks, the J7 series, which was launched in 2018. And after 7 years of research and development, the J7 now is considered a milestone in China's heavy-duty trunk industry.
In the early days, our FAW trucks were primarily used for cargo transportation. Now, our latest generation of trucks serves as both a living and social space for drivers, where they can rest, play, and even communicate with other drivers online.
Since the first Jilin trunk was developed in 1956, the brand has continuously created new productive forces to drive constant innovation.
The tire assembly process is fully automated, with robots and automatic guided vehicles working together. Our digital monitoring system can integrate factory data across all dimensions, visualize the three-dimensional information, track indicator trends in real time, and monitor the production schedule to ensure traceability throughout the entire life cycle of our vehicles.
As a pioneer of new productivity forces today, FAW continues to create exciting moments for global consumers, and we anticipate more milestones in the future.
Much to everyone's relief, I'm out of the driver's seat, much safer, and I've got someone else here to talk to learn more about how these J7s are made. And just to get their attention, we'll get them over there, but I better hop out of here now so we can get down and talk at face level. And that's the inside of the trucks, but let's take a closer look at what's going on outside here. That's the size of this bad boy. It's running several meters back there, and on here on the side, you can see the weight of this cabin, and the rig here is 25 tons. Its maximum towing capacity, about 40 tons. And this one's the J7 580, but if you look to the one parked right next to it, is the J7 700. That one's a little bit bigger, more engine capacity, more towing capacity as well. And you can get a few more bells and whistles on that one if you want the leather seats and that sort of jazz. But now that we're out of the vehicle, let's take a look at the manufacturing facility that we are in. This is brand new, top of the line, high tech, and we're not too far from the original facilities, the original FAW factory, where back in 1956, the very first, the J1, if you will, the CA10 model truck rolled off the production lines right back in the mid-50s. The big difference between back then to now, back then a lot of that was Soviet sourced or Russian technology manufacturing and design. Now, these vehicles, the J7, top to bottom, back to front, is all Chinese design, Chinese manufacturing, Chinese technology, a Chinese truck to move the country forward. And to learn more about how these trucks are made, who better to talk to than the supervisor of this facility here, Mr. Wang Yicheng. Thank you very much for joining us. 谢谢你. Now, I want to find out exactly how quickly they can make one of these trucks. 做一个卡车多久？
270秒，也就是4分半左右，我们可以下线一台卡车。
Unbelievable! That's 4.5 minutes, not hours, not days. 4.5 minutes. 这么快。
解放街七作为我们国内外最高端的一款重卡，肯定是在最高端的卡车工厂制造出来。
Of course, it should be produced here in the most advanced places. Right now, we have also owned more than 30 technologies. And talk about design. At the beginning of the design, we consider the efficiency of production. So for the whole design, we also use the module production. So a lot of the small parts are already installed ahead of the time. So that also helps to improve the efficiency and also lower the productivity. And also you could see a lot of that. The robots help us do a lot of work as well. And also looking at materials and during the delivery, and also rely on the autonomous legislation facilities, and also could see the wheels and also the front windows, and also a lot of modules actually all be installed automatically, and also help to improve the efficiency as well, and also improve the quality. So just within 170 seconds, we can have this truck done. So from the production to the final delivery, and for each truck, we will also have provide the one-stop service.
Fantastic, thank you very much. 谢谢你, Mr. Wang. That's some fantastic stuff. I've learnt so much, but I probably haven't learnt enough to be able to drive one of these just yet, and that's safe for everybody involved. But on this journey to modernisation here in China, much of that journey to modernisation will be completed on the backs of these J7 trucks.